And Heidi Skolnik is the resident nutritionist for the Super Bowl winning New York Giants, yay, and at the hospital for special surgery here in New York. Hi, Heidi. Good morning. Nice to see you. Timing is everything, isn't it? You got a workout coming up. You got to figure out what to eat, but almost as importantly, when to eat it.
Right. When we talk about daily energy, you really want to get your workout and your eating in sync.
So before a workout, if you need to get your energy up so that you can work out effectively, these are some of the things you suggest, particularly in the morning.
Right. Well, what happens in the morning, some people jump out of bed and want to get right to the gym, but they're missing one step, and that is when you sleep, you deplete your blood sugar and your liver glycogen. So that workout is not going to be as intense. And when we talk about fitness, intensity counts.
Yeah, but a lot of people think if I don't put anything in my body, it adds to the fact that I'm going to be reducing my calories, right?
And they're wrong about that. That's it. So you want at least 25 grams of carbohydrate before you hit the gym. It's as simple as having a half a banana to a banana. You can have a few crackers, a yogurt, some juice, whatever works, just a little bit. We're talking fuel here, not really nutrition.
And because you've dehydrated overnight while you were sleeping, you got to get fluids in. If you're going to eat, water's fine.
Right. 50% of people that show up at the gym in the morning are already dehydrated before they start the workout. So we know their workout's not going to be a great workout. Gatorade, it's great. They even have AM flavors now. It gives you fluid and some energy. Talk
about breakfast, an important meal for the people who are working out. What are some of the things you suggest so that they can get the most out of their workout?
So again, the same thing happens. They eat, they have their snack, then they work out. Don't skip breakfast to get to work. Make sure you refuel. You've exercised energy-wise, you still have to get it back in your system.
Okay.
So some starch, some protein, and some fruit is a good breakfast. So whether it's eggs and toast and juice, whether it's oatmeal, berries, and milk, whether it's a toaster waffle with berries and cottage cheese, these are sort of core. You can add or subtract based on your needs.
Let's talk about the people who work out at lunch now. So the first thing they do, start with that snack again, okay? Get their energy.
Well, they actually, if they work out at lunch, you should already have had breakfast. You don't need your snack.
You wouldn't
before.
put an in-between snack?
You could put the snack in between breakfast.
That's what I mean.
Yes,
okay. And then afterward, what kind of things do you suggest for lunch?
So again, so now you're fueled. You had your breakfast. You might have a little snack. Don't skip lunch. You're gonna make up for those calories later in the day. We're talking lean protein and some starch. So whether it's sandwich or soup, whether it's a salad, make sure you get some beans in there. Don't go salad and protein only. Get some carbs in to replenish. Protein helps your muscles. Protein helps repair and build. Carbohydrate helps with energy.
All right, now for the people who work out after work. That means it's a long time between the time they've had lunch and they're going to have dinner because they're going to eat dinner probably after working out.
8 hours,
right.
9 hours.
So what do you suggest they do in the afternoon?
You have to bridge the hunger gap. And the afternoon can be similar snacks, but a little bit more substantial because you want to have it about 2 hours before. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you're going to work out at 6. So a banana with some peanut butter, trail mix it with yogurt, have a granola bar with a latte. You know, you're getting enough in there to really build, to make sure your evening workout can be intense, and then you're not starving when you stop.
Okay, after you've had that evening workout or any workout, people I train with always say, get that protein in your system. These are some of the things you suggest for an evening dinner after a workout.
Right. So again, people think maybe I'll skip dinner. Bad idea. They want to refuel. The protein helps muscle repair, but the carbohydrate helps with muscle energy. You want to work out tomorrow and have energy, you got to get in some carbs. So whether it's a stir fry, whether it's some pasta with lean chicken and spinach, whether it's a sweet potato, some steak and broccoli, a mixed meal reasonable size. We're not talking about pigging out, coming home, and you won't pig out if you had your afternoon snack.
And real quickly, for the people who do the long, extensive workouts, these gels good?
Right. Then they need gels, goos, anything you want to get in fuel while you work out. The same thing with sort of the shakes. If you're working out for hypertrophy and it's going to be a long time till you eat again, then that recovery shake matters. All
right, Heidi Skolnik, thank you very much. I just want to point out in the background, this is Howie, our lighting director, and this now is officially the longest workout he's ever done. This is 3.5 minutes. Howie, thanks. Heidi, thank you. Up next, tired of
better. Heidi Skolnik is a nutritionist at the hospital for special surgery. She is here with some foods that go straight from your stomach to your brain. Hey, Heidi, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, well, first of all, what's that relationship like between food and your brain power?
Well, it's an emerging science, and we're finding that food does help sharpen your mental pencil.
It does?
It does.
All right, well,
And
let's
we'll
talk
see
about
what
which
I-
foods. We're going to start over here, folic acid.
Folic acid, again, we're learning more and more. What it does, it may actually help with neurotransmitter connectivity and prevent the cascade of anti-inflammation.
Well, I'm sorry, what does that mean?
So that it's really keeping your brain, it's helping with memory, it's helping to prevent dementia, it's helping to prevent Alzheimer's, it's keeping your sharpness, your mental acuity.
You say orange juice?
100% orange juice, as simple as your refrigerator. Legumes, put some beans in your salad. Dark leafy greens.
Okay, B is for brain. We're talking about B vitamins.
All B vitamins. Folic acid is one, B1, B2, all the way through B12. If you don't get enough, irritability, confusion, even coordination is affected.
Maybe I should have some extra milk then.
Yeah, I heard it makes you grow
I drink
taller.
a lot of milk. I keep hoping I'll get taller. Okay, over here.
Antioxidants, quercetin is a flavonoid, helps with all the free radical damage over years and years and years. So the thing about antioxidants, you need to get it from food. Supplementation has not shown to be helpful. They work better as a team than isolated.
And again,
Heidi Skolnik is a nutritionist with the Hospital for Special Surgery here in New York and for the New York Giants as well. Heidi, welcome back. Good to see you.
Good morning.
This is about being realistic. This is about people who say, okay, I've heard all the fad diets. I've heard people who say they lose 20 pounds a week. Throw that out the window. Be realistic. 1 pound a week. That's the number we're shooting for.
And for some people, it's even less, but it's consistency that will count.
All right, so to get to this point, you've got to figure out what your ideal weight is. How do we calculate that?
For ideal weight for women, you take for every inch you are over 5 feet.
Heidi Skolnik is a nutritionist with the Hospital for Special Surgery here in New York. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Heidi, let's start by just clearing up misconceptions people have about energy drinks. Many people assume they're the same as a sports drink, but they're not. There's a real difference.
Big distinction. Sports drinks like Gatorade are designed to provide hydration. So if you lose 32 ounces of sweat in an hour, you could have 32 ounces of Gatorade. An energy drink has caffeine. You could not have 32 ounces of that. You'd be bonked, right? You'd be over your limit for caffeine in an hour. So it's like not to replenish fluid. It's very different. Sports drinks are for fluid. Energy drinks are caffeine stimulant driven.
It's hard. It's like the teenager said in that piece.
Heidi Skolnik is a nutritionist and men's health contributor. Good morning to you, Heidi.
Good morning.
Yesterday we talked about peanuts. Today it's eggs and milk. The good news about eggs and milk is a lot of kids outgrow that allergy.
And that's because as you mature, their digestive system matures and is able to filter out the allergens.
Now, people tend to think eggs, milk, dairy, lump them together. If you're allergic to one, does that mean you're automatically allergic to the other?
They're distinct. So if you're allergic to milk, you're allergic to the milk protein. It's not in eggs. If you're allergic to eggs, it's the egg protein. It's not in milk. They're distinct. But oftentimes, children do have more than one allergy. That's not uncommon.
And when someone says they're lactose intolerant, does that mean that they are allergic?
Completely different. So milk is an allergy to the milk protein, which is whey and casein that's in milk products or byproducts. Lactose intolerant means you lack the enzyme to digest the milk sugar.
Okay, so it's a digestion issue.
Right, it's not an immune reaction.
Okay, let's talk about milk.
That date, 18 pounds in 3 months, Heidi. Should others expect similar results on Jenny Craig from your experience?
Well, I do think that it was in the realm of healthy and reasonable, but it was very aggressive. 1,200 calories is low, and weight loss isn't a competition to begin with, so let's put it that way. And when you lose weight, the real goal is for health. There's also an aesthetic, but every 5% of your weight that you lose, there's about a 50% reduction in certain risk factors. So if you keep that in mind, you don't have to have the same results.
But let's go back to what you mentioned a second ago, 1,200 calories, and Lisa said the same thing. If you put anyone on 1,200 calories a day, aren't they going to lose weight?
Absolutely. In fact, I think it was possibly below your basal metabolic rate, which means Lisa's actually losing some of that lean mass she was trying to gain from her workout, which isn't so good. That's your metabolically active tissue, so you want to keep that.
Here's what I'm thinking about it. And
Heidi, you're a nutritionist. This is what you do. You know, what is your sense about why it works for Karen and why and who it really best works for? Because this is not always easy for everyone to be successful at.
Right. I think weight loss is a tough challenge, and everyone will talk about, as you did, the getting started and how difficult that is. But you're a perfect example of why Weight Watchers works. Their cornerstone is support. And support for you, it really mattered. It really made a difference. It's not just knowledge, but Weight Watchers has all those cornerstones. They have support, they have the educational component, they have the exercise, healthy living. So they have all of the components, and the behavioral component.
Support, what kind of support do you get? Did somebody call you up?